I have got a PhD in life. I'm spending my whole weekend in my pajamas and I'm not doing shit. You don't pay my bills or suck my dick. So like, what do I care what some random person on the internet thinks of me? And new year, new me, you gotta have some fun. God, Tim, everything you touch just like is amazing. And I want to tell that person, no the fuck it's not. I'm only trying to make one fucking person happy, and that's Tim Castleman.
Oh, Jesus. What's up, everybody? It's Tim Castleman coming to you from parts unknown. Literally, I don't even know where the fuck I am currently. You know, it's not all private jets, first class, charcuterie boards, maid service, private butlers. Sometimes you find yourself in your friend's RV in the middle of Mississippi, sleeping in a Walmart parking lot, praying that today is not the day that deliverance comes. Now, have we driven over 800 miles today? Yes. Do we still have 1,019 miles to go tomorrow? Also, yes. Where will that get us? To our top secret location, which I can't reveal yet. But let's just say it's someplace warm. It's a COVID sanctuary state. The governor is probably going to be the future vice president or presidential nomination on the Republican side. And you hear about these type of people in the news every week. Now, here's what you don't hear about, and that is the people in Tyler, Texas. Now, Tyler, Texas is the last place that I stopped to get some gas because, unfortunately, RVs get about 8 miles to the gallon. So really excited that I decided to, quote-unquote, save some money by having us drive all this way just so I can watch all the money, plus even more than I thought it was going to cost, go out every time we stop. Right, and get some gas. And before you go, oh yeah, did you put a little Biden did that sticker? No, Biden didn't do it, jackasses. There's a little thing called the Middle East and OPEC, okay? We suck Saddam Hussein's cacas and balls, right? Even though he's gone. Whoever the current, what is it, MSB or MBS, whatever, I probably shouldn't even say his name. He had fucking a journalist killed. Dude went into the embassy to get some paperwork signed for his wedding, and they're like, yeah, you need to take your jacket off. And he's like, why? He's like, well, we're going to kill you. So, I mean, I at least appreciate that, he let him know what was going to happen moments before it obviously did. Then they drained his body and then dismembered him and all that. You probably heard some rustling in the background. That's my travel dog and number one companion, super feisty butt right now, Zoe, the mad dog Castleman, all 4 pounds of her. I had to declare her for the place that we're going. I was like, they're like, are you bringing animals? I was like, yes, I'm bringing a dog. They're like, oh, we're not sure if that can happen. I'm like, she's 4 pounds. They're like, I think we can find the room. I think we can. So as I lay here in the Walmart parking lot, wondering about my life choices, 2 things come to mind. First of all, I had the most interesting, and I'm doing air quotes here, interaction on Twitter today. You know, I'm on Twitter. This is how exhausted I am. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I've been driving since 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Woe is me, okay? Nobody knows the trouble, right? No. On Tinder, right? Because I'm still trying to figure out the Tinder game because I can't suck my own dick, right? So I was telling someone at the bar yesterday, I was like, I photograph and I take photos with my right hand because I like to keep my left hand free. You know, it's been so good to me since age 12. It's been my number one, A1. It ain't going nowhere. Watch I get in an accident and lose it. And I'll be like, oh my God, it left me too. My left arm, I'm so incapable or unworthy of love that my left arm left me, right? Anyway, trying to figure out these Tinder hosts. Probably should stop calling Tinder hosts if I really want to figure them out. Match with a lady, right? Not a child. Important, first of all. By child, I mean like a college-age person, okay? Yes, am I getting to the point where I'm like, these kids today stay up my... Yes, 100%. I am in all forms and facets. But match with an age-appropriate lady, right? Had some kids. One day when I get really fired up, I'll tell you what my friend... This nickname is for kids. Once he told me that, I was like, oh, I'm stealing that for the rest of my life. I just want to let you know. Shout out, Trev. Match with her. we start communicating. Now, before I begin this whole dissertation, let me be clear. I'm sharing with this for education, laugh, ha-has, head-scratching moments. I'm not asking this conversation to be dissected and have all you Tinder pros slide in my inbox. Be like, bro, by the third message, you should have been fucking her. Here's what you didn't do. You didn't alpha her beta. You didn't send her a dick pic and be like, you want to suck it? You want to touch it? You want to fuck it? Let's go. Here's my number. Drop the pen. Send me the location, right? I don't need that. I'm just sharing my misery with you so that you can get on with your day and laugh at my pain. So we're talking, and I tell her she has the worst luck because I just happen to be going out of town for this trip, and God knows that if you don't, see someone within 7 days of meeting them on one of these apps, they suddenly lose interest in you and move on to the next thing. So we're chatting. It's just we're keeping it light. We're keeping it fun. I'm waiting for the right moment to be like, hey, here's my number so we can text, but I didn't want to drop that immediately. So I was like, let's text a little bit on the app and all that. And, I'm asking her real light questions like, tell me your most traumatic childhood memory. No, kidding. Just like, hey, tell me some deal breakers, right? And you go, well, tell me that's a heavy, yes, it is a heavy conversation or it is a heavy question to ask. But my whole point is I want to know up front because, I'm a big fan of the CBD. And if any girl was like, I don't want a guy who takes photos or enjoys CBD, then I would be like, we're not going to be a love connection and I don't want to even waste our time trying to, round peg, square hole sort of thing. Square peg, round hole, probably more visually descriptive there. Pop, pop, pop. So she goes, I just need someone that's stable and someone that's not a bum. And I was like, oh, cool. Can you expand on that a little bit? And she's like, yeah, someone that's good with their money and stuff like that. And then I fire back with, oh, damn, I thought that first of all, she asked me what I did for a living, right? Because that's important. She wanted to make sure that my status was equal to hers of a registered nurse at a elementary school. And I told her I was a photographer, which is a lie, okay? Am I going all the way to parts unknown to photograph a show or a concert? Possibly. Maybe. I don't even know if I'm going to be allowed to because they can't figure out the internet, apparently, wherever they do this festival in terms of replying to a fucking email, no matter how many you send. Right, that's all, and that's going to be a great follow-up email after this event. Be like, hey, just to circle back, I really would like to know what happened here so that I can fix this for next time, and I need to know what I need to do so that we can have better communication, which is just a really nice, PC way of being like, you stupid fucking asshole, why the fuck didn't you respond to my 4 fucking emails over the last 8 fucking months? Namaste. So I tell her I'm a photographer. I don't tell anybody what I do up front because I don't want dollar signs popping in their head. And also it's like you gotta, I don't even want to say you gotta earn it, but it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna just tell you, hey, yep, 6'2", big dick, full bank account, empty bowls. Let's do this, right? Just want to be your girlfriend. I want to fucking comb your hair and put it in a ponytail. And can we watch the Hallmark Channel together and 19 other fucking romantic comedies while you fall asleep 5 minutes into it? And I'm over there being, on my fucking burner phone being like, God damn it, this bitch is asleep. I got a friend, love him to death. As we all get old. I even go to bed earlier. Earlier for me is like 2 o'clock in the morning. But even I go to bed earlier than I used to. But I've got friends that, leave my ex-wife. Once the sun went down, she went down. Didn't matter what was going on. I'd be like, hey, there's a fucking jackpot in my pants. At midnight, it's going to start spitting out $100 bills. She'd be like, that's nice, honey. If you'll just collect them and put them by the bed so that when I wake up tomorrow, that'd be great. So I tell her I'm a photographer. That seems to go okay. And then she tells me that her deal breaker is basically people that are unstable. And I'm like, well, mentally, not that great. Financially, whatever. But she's like, yeah, I just want someone that's financially stable. She wasn't a gold digger. She was just basically like, hey, have your shit together and pay your bills. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Well, I can get on with that. But I like to joke. I like to tease because that's who I am as a person. Okay? It's what makes me, and it's going to make me super attracted to one really lucky young lady out there, according to my Mima. Yes, Zoe, thank you for the kisses. Zoe thinks I'm special. This bitch did not, though, because I joked back and retorted and said, damn, well, I was kind of hoping you'd be my sugar mama. Ha ha. Didn't include the ha ha, by the way. Should have probably done like the, winky face or whatever. Next thing I know, unmatched fucking central. Okay. Let me paint the picture. I'm in the RV, I'm driving and texting. Now, I know you're not supposed to do that. Everybody does it. Go fuck yourself. I live in Texas, a lot of straight roads. I feel like I can navigate with one hand and my knee while I'm voice dictating through an Android, which fucks up every other word, so I got to go and manually edit it while I'm swerving in and out of traffic as if I've had too much to drink. And as a result of all that, we did not make a love connection. And it just left me baffled because I'm like, where are people with their sense of fucking humor? Like, where are the people that I'm like, yeah, hey, I can joke with you? And we were joking back and forth, hence me hitting up. Now, all right, now if I was with my therapist, she'd be like, well, Tim, she was vulnerable and expressed a severe concern of hers, and then you made light of it by making a joke. And I would say, yes, I did, because I do that to combat the uncomfortableness, but also I need somebody that can take a fucking joke. My ex-wife had no sense of humor, right? She just did not have a sense of humor. Any amount of teasing. I could tell her I love her a million times. I could buy her a million Coach bags and Louis Vuitton. But if I said something negative to her one time, or even in a teasing manner, it just washed all that shit away. It's like, yeah, listen, I know that we bought like 7 Coach bags while we were here this time, but the fact that you were a little harsh with me at dinner, makes me really upset and question our relationship. Fuck all of that. Fuck all of that. I almost had an aneurysm right there. Sorry, world, didn't happen. And I just don't understand, right? Where the fuck are people with their sense of humor? And the other thing I don't understand is it's like, gotta choose my words carefully here. Mixed audience, Tim. Look, right now, I'm damaged fucking goods, right? I got no money. I got no business to speak of. I'm consumed with rage and anger still to this day over the court case. I think I've written an imaginary email to my lawyers 100 times on this little 12-hour drive today. All of them, using a various combination of words of, maximum lethality, suck my, all the good words. We're hitting all the 7 words, as George Carlin used to say. But according to everyone else, and not according to me, because I don't have the self-belief, but everyone else around me seems to think that I can do it again. And if I do it again, and you come along for the ride, then I could turn out to be worth the shit again. Now, again, if I was with my therapist, she'd be like, Tim, you should love yourself just as you are. I want you to stand in front of the mirror and say, as you have your 3X t-shirt down to your knees and your old ratted out gym shorts, because you sure as fuck don't go to them, and your belly is so big that sometimes you have to suck in your belly just to make sure that you can see what's going down in the nether regions, and I may or may not have lost a lighter, in one of my folds. It's not that bad, folks, but I'm just saying, right? And certain parts, if there are blind spots on my body, it's what I'm saying. All right, if you hit a lighter in certain locations in my body, I would not be able to find them, and I'd be deemed useless. But I'm trying. I'm still a good person. I don't know what the point. The point of it is, it's just like the real point I'm trying to make, and it's not like, oh yeah, she's a single mom, so she should be grateful that. No. It's like, give people a fucking chance. Like right now, you could text a girl, you could do everything in the world for her, and then fucking one thing goes wrong, and it's like, oh, I'm out. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, I thought we were just getting to know each other, laughing, joking back and forth. I make one joke that apparently you don't like, and it's like, doop, up, I'm out. And I guarantee you, she fucking went to Facebook. Well, maybe she doesn't. Maybe she's well adjusted and doesn't go to Facebook like I do to bitch about dating. But I guarantee you, she's going to talk to someone. And then he said I could be his sugar mama. And I was like, fuck you. I'm an independent woman. You ain't taking my money. I'm a strong, independent woman. I'm by myself. I got my kids. I got my house. Everything's going well. Fuck you, pal. Unmatched. And I'm sitting over here going like, hey. I want to build the moon and the stars for somebody. Not for me, because I don't have the self-worth and self-value to do it for me. So I'm going to have to do it for somebody. And it could have been you. But you had that stick too far up the anal cavity. I don't get it. Fuck. There's just no chill when it comes to dating or texting. Not even dating. We weren't even dating, we're texting. It's just like, nope. First fucking little little vibration they don't like, they're fucking out of there. And I don't understand how that's good for long-term society. Not just me, but in general. It's like, how the fuck do people plan to meet if we're going to be so quick to shut people off, It's like, there's a reason our life expectancy in the United States has gone down, right? And our births per household have gone down. And probably our births overall in the U.S. as a result have gone. It's just like, unless you live in Snyder, Texas, because I went through there on Tinder, I don't think there's one pregnant girl out there. And by the way, shout out to all you Snyder hoes, literally, who are on Tinder going, I'm pregnant, currently expecting, and if you can't deal with that, move on. Well, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that I was going to get a ready-made fucking family if I swiped right on you. The balls. Well, I mean, it's females, so no balls in this case. Trying to put a blanket on me because I'm cold and I'm not meant for this weather, right? Am I going to have to break out another blanket live on the podcast while you do it? Yes. Yes, I am. Do I know what the fuck I'm doing? Of course not. No, I don't. Okay. Oh, hey, that's just as she said, that's just one little strap. Cool. So, yeah, this is captivating. Okay. I'm still doing it, so fuck it. You know what? This is where my editor's going to be listening, be like, I should probably cut this part. Nope. You leave every uncomfortable second. I'm fighting for my life right now, and I refuse to stop commentating on the moment. Hold on 1 second. Oh, Jesus. Set the mic down. Now I've lost everybody. Okay, can you hear the sleeping bag? Can you hear the hobos calling me? Thank you. All right, there we go. My parents got me a subarctic sleeping bag that apparently is good to negative 400 degrees below Fahrenheit, Celsius, whatever English form of math they teach us because we can't fucking figure out the other ones. That's why they put all our food shit in grams, and you're like, what the fuck? Not tablespoons. Now, we'd be able to figure that shit out, but they're like, there's 31 6-point nanoparticle grams, and you're like, what's that mean? Be like, there's basically 6 pounds of sugar in every Coke that you drink. And you're like, oh, okay, awesome. Well, that sucks. Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, ladies, no chill, no chance to meet people, right? No chance to fucking take a joke. Why is everybody so fucking uptight these days? I tell her to go get laid, but she already has 3 trophies of doing that. So, I don't know, she doesn't have 3 trophies. And then you go to Snyder, and it's like, hey, do you want to help me raise the one that's currently in my belly that you didn't put there? That's got to be a fun date, huh? What's date 5 or 6 like? Oh, we're going to Lamaze class together. Be like, oh my God, you're having a kid? Be like, well, we are, but it's not really mine. And I know that happens all the time. No shame in the game, right? If you choose to do that, my dad stepped into a role of being a step parent to 3 children that he probably didn't really want, and did an amazing job with it. So I'm not bad. It's just like, fuck I'm sitting here going, God, I'm a little fat, a little broken, a little financially strapped. Maybe I should self-eliminate here. And people, the ladies on Tinder are like, look, I know I have 6 kids and a cleft palate and a 5-finger forehead and a 420 credit score, and I've had more jobs this week or, this year than, you've changed underwear. But I know my worth. I know my worth. It's like, okay, cool, great. Fucking sign up for Tinder in Snyder, Texas. You're guaranteed to get a chick pregnant. Or yeah. I mean, dude, wow. My mind is 1, exhausted, and 2, just blown by that of just being like, I think there was one chick that literally put a sonogram photo as one of her Tinder photos. And it's just like, what are you doing? I mean, I'm trying to get an attraction to you, not the baby. If I get an attraction to you, it's legal, it's consensual, it's awesome. People look at me as a pillar of the community, and they go, oh my God, look at that guy. He stepped in, right? Raised that child as his own. He's a noble person. I fall in love with a child. I go to jail. I'm accused of being a pedophile. I mean, it's a whole different creepy subject and topic that will probably get me delisted from any platform if I had any platforms to get delisted from. Yet I can't make a joke about needing a sugar mama without having Saggy Tits McGee fucking unmatch with me because I didn't meet her ethically high standards as a single adult male in his 40s. Oh, fuck my life. Then we do this drive today. The gas key breaks, so then I got a MacGyver. The gas thing, I mean, I felt like a real man today prying something open so we could live, so I didn't have to, like, sleep at the Weatherford gas station and be like, I don't know what to do till we get a locksmith out here. Had to pry that shit open. Had to stop in Tyler, Texas to get some food and more gas. Saw people living in the parking lot of the Lowe's, and I was like, that's not good. Saw people doing van life not voluntary style, right? A lot of people are like, oh, you want to get a van? You want to build all this shit into it? You want to do this? You want to do that? It's great. We can travel the world, and we'll have a little toilet. We'll put a little stove and a little water in here, a little bed. It'll elevate. We'll do this cool storage. We'll do the top of the thing with wood. We'll have this. We'll have custom blinds made. We'll have the seats so they can rotate. We'll have this really cool fridge that's not really a fridge. You know, all of this shit. That's not this, folks. This is people who are like, I'm going to put a towel over the broken windshield to keep most of the weed and the wind and all this stuff out. And you know, and then I'm going to service clients here in the back seat, maybe, if I'm lucky. I mean, there were people that were buying stuff at McDonald's, like throwing it to the pack of wild dogs that had belonged to the people in, you know, parking lot 3A. I just don't. Man. I mean, yeah. Saying, you want to do van life? Like, I have done van life. Like, how fucking awesome was it? Did you go to Maui? Did you go to Fiji? Did you, you know, somehow drive it to Hawaii? Did you see the world? And you're like, no. No, not at all, actually. No, I didn't. I saw a Love's truck stop parking lot where me and my 15 dogs piled into this Impala that had bath towels as windows. And I lit trash to keep me warm during the night because that's what you do with van life, is you just hang out always around the van. Then I drove and drove and drove some more till we got to the great state of Mississippi. That's a lie, by the way. Fucking 2-lane road, 45 miles an hour. I was like, I haven't been suicidal in a few, but I definitely feel like I might need to take my own life if we're going to keep it at this pace. And tomorrow, I get to do this plus another 200 and some odd miles just to begin the festivities. Let me look here real quick, see how much time. I don't want to waste your time. I know you're very busy and important people, and God forbid I don't want to waste your time. 22 minutes. Look at that. I meant to record an episode a while back. I'm keeping these intentionally vague because I'll let you do the sleuthing and you can figure out the dates. But I came up with a real shitty anniversary, which I already talked about, which was the anniversary of my ex being like, super duper Christian, peace out, I'm out, gotta go, hit the eject button, and then, you know, fly off to parts unknown because I literally have no idea what's going on with her. But another just as important, probably more important anniversary in time, came up just a few short days after that, and that was my 5th year of doing photography. Now, I understand that I just made all of the vaginas dry, and all the dudes being like, I thought this dude was a bro. I thought I was listening to, like, Alpha. This isn't Shane Gillis. You know, this isn't, I don't even know what the Alpha bro, you know, fucking, podcast would be. I don't know. Lions, not sheep. You know, all these fucking dudes that are like, you don't understand. I'm a fucking alpha male. And you know how I'm an alpha male? Because I wear thick fucking silver-plated jewelry on me. And I just wear these shirts that let you know. Lions, not sheep. Right? It's like, what the fuck, man? Like, yeah. Well, I totally lost my train of thought. Could I be getting tired? Yeah. Oh, photography. Yeah. So after the ex left, I had been contemplating, in full disclosure, I might have bought a few cameras and light setups, and I'm going to do this and do that, and then I did fucking nothing with any of it, of course. I even had a video studio for a year where I shot 30 minutes of footage one time, and then my ex-wife. And I had disappointing sex in there one time, and that's all I got out of that building, except getting out, of course. So that all fucking happened. And I got, Sorry, guys. This is late. Obviously, I'm getting tired. I'll wrap this thing up. So, I wanted to get into photography. I thought about buying another camera, went through the self-doubt. Then when my wife left, I was like, well, I mean, since my whole world's imploding, why not give in to my desires of owning a really shitty cheap camera, which I bought, and then I went and bought some really shitty cheap lenses, and then it elevated and escalated from there to the point that now I'm driving one way 1,700 miles to go to a 4-day long music festival, 5-day long, 6-day long. It's a long fucking time music festival. To listen to live music, and fresh off a performance last night from the amazing, incomparable, and super talented Colton Moore. Colton Moore and the Clever Few. Check them out. Big fans. They are super fucking limited in touring. So if they come to your town, like, it's probably a one and done, only time ever. And I really think you should check them out anywhere streaming music is, and check them out live, especially if you get the chance. Last night was a dream. It was absolutely amazing and awesome and wonderful and all those things. Just a truly tremendous night. And none of that night would have probably happened to the degree that it does if I didn't take up photography. Now, I'll go into, hobbies and all that shit at a later date, when I'm not exhausted and I'm not fighting for my life from the elements, a.k.a. being 42 degrees probably outside. It's beautiful. It's fine. But I think it's important that you have hobbies. They are the only thing that sometimes keep you motivated. They're the only things that sometimes bring you satisfaction. And they may be the only things that get you out of bed and out of the house. At least that's how it was for me. And I know that without photography, I feel like without photography, I probably wouldn't be here. Just real talk. I just wouldn't be here, right? Someone will probably inevitably ask me, like, don't you feel bad talking about suicide so much? It's like, yeah, hey, listen, I kind of wish I didn't want to kill myself all the time too, but doing meds, doing counseling, doing everything else, and it's not all the time, right, before you fucking send the guys in the white jackets. It's just, you have a bad moment, and you just think, oh, man, how awesome would it be if I just didn't have to deal with this bullshit, right? There was something happened the other day. Hold on. I'm going to get my phone real quick. Forgive me. Trying to also, be cognizant of the life that I have on board. Not from Snyder, Texas, but the little life that I have on board. There you go. Perfect. My dog's peeing right on the floor. Is it where I needed it to? No, of course not. Hold on one second. Trying to find this text. Go with me. 1 second. Oh, yeah, I was trying to use Venmo the other day. This is fucking first world problem, but I was trying to use Venmo to pay a friend for some work they did. They did a great job, et cetera, and Venmo wouldn't go through. And then I had to, contact the people and yell at them and get it all worked out. Turns out we don't have money in your account. Your Venmo doesn't work. Got all that resolved, but it was just like, I'm so sick and tired of dealing with this bullshit. What if I just killed myself, right? Not going to do it, not intentionally going to do it, don't want to really do it, but we're just like, man, this is so fucking annoying, like bills. How often am I going to have to pay these fucking bills? I thought I was done paying bills. I assumed, at some point I'd get off the treadmill, literally and figuratively. Turns out, no, not so much, right? These fucking things keep coming. All right, listen, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna get out of here, get a good night's rest for my 1,000-mile fucking drive tomorrow. I know this one's been kind of all over the place, I just got to share what I got to share. Sometimes it's the tenderonis. Sometimes it's a little life. Sometimes it's watching my dog sniff around going, all right, where are you going to piss? Or shit that I have to pick up. I don't mind. Just life in the big city, folks. Life in the big city. My next podcast will probably be from Parts Unknown. I will reveal where it is, what I'm doing, what brought me here, et cetera, et cetera. Thanks for listening. I promise I'll do better next time. Just wanted to share some thoughts with you in case this is my last night on Earth and I do pass away in shitty fucking Mississippi. If I do, just burn this cross that's outside the church that I'm sleeping across from. Burn me and this RV all in one. Ship them, divide the ashes evenly, ship them to all my exes and anyone that hates me with a little love note that just says, hey, Tim wanted to let you know you fucking suck. Fucking suck.